Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex or Nuzz here, and today's video is going to be about some great passive PVM buffs in Runescape 3 that can really help you out while PVMing. And on this video, I'm not going to be talking about passive buffs that are like directly related to items, like telling you to just go buy an Essence of Finality for the buff. These are mostly going to be things that can attach to your character and give you a passive buff, with a few others mentioned. I also won't be talking about the super obvious ones you've heard a million times, like overloads or prayers or archaeology relics. These have been talked about over and over again, so I want to give you some that are a little less covered. Alright, so the first passive buff we're going to talk about is the Malletops perk. Now, this is a perk that's actually obtained from doing player-owned farms at the ranch out of time. Now, this perk has a pretty high requirement at 117 farming, and you'll need 2 large dinosaur pens with 1 elder Malletops in each pen, along with the farming totem to get the tier 2 effect of this. Once you have this unlocked, it basically increases your barricade duration. So for instance, with the level 90 shield, your barricade would normally last 10.2 seconds. But if you have the tier 2 Malletops perk, your barricade will last 13.8 seconds, or an extra 3.6 seconds, which can absolutely save your life while PVMing. Not only this, you can also stack this perk with the Turtling 4 perk on your shield, and you can get a maximum barricade duration of 17.4 seconds, which is 7.2 seconds longer than usual, which makes this passive buff a very worthwhile one to unlock. Next, we have a very recent buff that came out, and that's the passive Ring of Vigour buff. Now, the Ring of Vigour is purchased for 50k Dungeoneering tokens, and whenever an ultimate ability is used while wearing it, you'll retain 10% adrenaline, and special attacks will now only require 90% of adrenaline to use. Now, this is a PVM staple that you would normally switch to when using ultimates or speccing, but now you can actually get this Ring of Vigour buff passively unlocked forever. So to unlock this passive effect, you need to complete the Extinction quest, which I'll leave required and everything in the description, and you'll be given a warp gem that you can combine with the Ring of Vigour to unlock its effect passively. So a really nice buff here. So next is a buff that's actually probably the hardest to unlock on this list, but it's completely passive and adds to your character permanently, and that is the Reaper Crew buff. Now, the Reaper Crew is an achievement that is unlocked once you defeat every boss in RuneScape at least once. So yeah, this achievement is going to take you a good bit of work, but once you do manage to unlock this, you'll get +2 prayer bonus, plus 20 armor, plus 200 life points, and plus 12 to all melee, ranged, and magic damage bonuses, which is a really big buff. Now, you'll have this buff forever unlocked until, of course, a new boss comes out that you need to kill to re-obtain the Reaper title, but all in all, this one's super nice to aim for. So next is a buff that I've mentioned before, but so many people don't realize it's passive that I just needed to mention it again. I thought for the longest time you actually had to wear the Spirit Cape from Dungeoneering to get its buff, but you actually don't, and if you purchase it and unlock it, you get the buff passively, and that's a buff that permanently reduces the special move cost for summoning familiars by 20%. So this is super useful if you use things like a Ripper Demon or a Steel Titan. You can purchase the Spirit Cape for 45k Dungeoneering tokens, and it is well worth the price. So next we have the Totem of Summoning. Now, this totem is unlocked on Anachronia by getting all 3 pieces unlocked and combining them together. Now, it needs to be activated each week, and to get the totem, you get the top piece from doing the Anachronia Agility course, the middle from killing the Slayer creatures on Anachronia, and the base of the totem is gained from playing Big Game Hunter. Now, when activated, this totem will increase the timer of your summoning familiars by 16 minutes, which, while not a massive buff, it is a very nice quality of life improvement that you can unlock. So yeah, I find this one pretty useful. So next we have the Enriched Pontifex Shadow Ring. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole thing on how to get every single ring because there's a lot and you need to upgrade them a ton, so I'll leave a link in the description if you want to see how to upgrade each stage. But basically, this is a ring that you get first from archaeology, and then you upgrade it with anima. So you can overcharge this ring with anima. You need 5,000 of each type of anima from the Elder God Wars, and basically that makes this ring's effects be passive, so you do not need to wear the ring to get the effect. effects. So some of these effects are that Karapek, the Elder God Wars boss, will no longer be able to stun you with his jumping ability. Your protection prayers and deflect curses are going to be 10% stronger against the Archglacior's basic attacks. Stat drains within Croesus are reduced by 25%. Incoming damage from geysers during the Zuck encounter is reduced by 25%. You also can get tier 3 Elder Troves from the Elder God Wars in different skilling activities. And a very notable upgrade that came recently after completing the Extinction quest, you can get the Enriched version of this ring, which basically will allow you to get a 2% drop rate buff to unique drops from the Elder God Wars dungeon without needing to wear this. So 2% drop rate increase passively along with everything else makes the Enriched Shadow Pontifex Ring a very, very good passive upgrade, albeit kind of complicated to unlock everything, but very, very good once you get it. So next we have the Slayer helmet stand that's unlocked on Anachronia by building the base camp and playing that sort of mini game. You need to unlock the Slayer Lodge and you need to get it to tier 3, and you also need a tier 3 Town Hall and tier 3 Storehouse, and you'll also need the Dinosaur Tooth and level 90 Slayer. The Dinosaur Tooth can be obtained by slaying any dinosaurs or Vile Bloom Slayer creatures. You don't need to be on task, and it's a 1 in 800 drop. So what this does is this Slayer helmet stand will grant the Slayer helmet bonuses across the entire game without needing to wear it at all when you place a helmet on the stand. So this is super nice as if you have different tasks while doing Slayer, or even doing bossing. If you have like a task that can help you while killing a boss, you can get the Slayer helmet effect passively, which is really, really nice. So next is the Stone of Jas Buff, which can be gotten after completing the Ritual of the Majorat quest. Now you go to the Glacier Caverns basically, and then you just get this buff. So all you have to do is basically go inside the Glacier Cave and you'll receive this buff. Now this buff will last for like 4 hours, so it's not permanent, but it's one I wanted to mention because I forget about it all the time, and it's actually really good. So basically this will give you a damage buff that applies to non-bleed abilities, and this will work at, of course, the Glacier Cave, but most notably you can use this at the God Wars dungeon. However, it does not work at next Angel of Death, but it does work at normal next. Now you can also use this at different places like the Mage Arena, the Lava Strike Worms, but most notably this is the best for using at next. So if you're going to next, doing some next, do not forget to get this boost because it's really useful. So next we have the Seers Headband 4 from the Seers Elite Diary. Now this diary can be completed. You need a lot of stats like 92 Herbler, 85 Fletching, 83 Magic, 70 Cooking, 40 Range, 40 Smithing, 35 Fishing. I'll leave all the requirements and a link to this in the description, but basically what this diary unlocks is it unlocks a plus 2% bolt proc chance for enchanted bolts. So this does include Becriminal bolts, so basically you'll get an increased chance for Becriminal bolts to proc, which is really, really nice, especially when ranging with these bolts. Again, this is passive. Now you'll also unlock the Enhanced Excalibur, healing double health. Of course that is an item, but I thought I'd just mention it here. But most notably the passive of getting the bolt proc chance is really, really nice, and if you range a lot and you don't have this, make sure you go and do this diary because it's really, really useful. And then finally, as an honorable mention at the end, this is one that kind of most people know about, but I thought I'd mention it here too, which is a bonfire boost. So basically if you had 5 logs to a bonfire in a row, or using the bonfire in the PVM hub, you'll get a boost to your maximum life points up to a total of 5% life points. Now this depends on your constitution level and also what equipment you wear. If you wear equipment with higher life points and you get your HP higher, then of course this takes a percentage, so the boost will be higher. This also is dependent on your fire making level, but this is a boost that most people know about, but I felt like I had to mention it here because it is a passive boost, although it does last for like an hour or so, unlike the other boosts. Some quick honorable mentions that I didn't feel like including in the full video, but we have the Curse of the Blackstone quest, which basically gives you a damage reduction while doing elite dungeons, so that's super nice as a passive unlock. We have the Penance Powder, which is an item that you have to use kind of like incense sticks, so I didn't want to mention it in the full video, but you can use that and basically it will help you gain back prayer points, and it's really nice for places that you're taking damage and you can just use it and you won't have to use many prayer potions, so that's really nice as well. And then there are skill cape perks, of course, that you can use depending on, you know, what 99s you have. If you have a max cape, you can have up to 3 skill cape perks, and then you can also get another by using the skill cape stand. So skill cape perks are a really nice way to get some extra PVM boost, so I thought I'd mention that here as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and yeah, thank you all for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, because like 70% of you aren't subscribed. So let's see if we can hit 30k soon. Of course, like the video if it helped you out or if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video.